The bride wants me to pay $1,000 after I step down as her maid of honor.
No.
So I was asked to be the maid of honor for my friend's destination wedding this winter. The tiny backstory is that we were at one time close, but have grown very distant over the years due to work and physical distance.
New phone. Who dis?
To me, that's the first red flag. Like, why do you want me to be your maid of honor if we're not even really close anymore?
And then why'd you say yes?
So that's a good point.
You have the right to say no. Try it with me. No.
No?
No.
So, maybe.
No.
No.
So I initially obliged, as I still wanted to be part of her day.
That's a red flag.
There were multiple red flags from the beginning that I should have listened to. We are now about 3 months away, and I approached my job to ask for the time off. 3 months from the wedding is when you start asking for the time off for a destination wedding, I think is a red flag for the bride here.
Yeah, this maid of honor who's writing about all this drama is contributing to the drama so far.
So, you're part of the problem.
I was told that it would be a difficult season for me to leave town, and I would risk jeopardizing my place with this relatively new job I have. I told my friend the news and was hoping for more understanding, as I cannot justify risking my job to be at her wedding as much as I would have loved to be there.
Oh, you would you?
Would she really love to be there?
I doubt it.
Girl, if he didn't want to go at the beginning when she said, "Can you be my maid of honor?" You're like, "Look, girl, we haven't spoken in 5 years. I don't feel comfortable doing that. Find somebody else. I'll send you a gift card and a little knife set or something, little pots and pans, right off Amazon."
Planning a wedding is stressful. And 3 months out to have the maid of honor to a destination wedding back out, you really have to scramble. I think that's not great.
That is true, right? So far, this ex-maid of honor, we're not on your side, girl.
So I offered to pay for any reasonable costs that I might be on the line for, as well as support her in the planning up until the day she leaves. She said she understood as long as I could switch into a position at her bachelorette party. She would then switch one of those women to be her maid of honor. It's like, because you're all interchangeable.
You got interchangeable maid of honors?
You'll do. The backstory there is that the women who did not make the invitation cut to her wedding are attending her bachelorette, also in a different state. That's weird to me.
Time out. Time out.
If I'm not invited to your wedding, I am not coming to your bachelorette party.
Hell no.
That's another financial commitment. Bachelorette parties cost money. There are plane tickets and hotels. We have to do excursions and activities. We have to get matching t-shirts.
Ew. That sounds awful.
We got to go do all these dumb activities and bar hop. You know how expensive that is? And oh, by the way, the maid of honor usually thinks it's her job to make the rest of us pay for all of the stuff for the bride to do and everybody else. So you're paying for your part, the bride's part. The tab adds up very quickly.
And oh, by the way, you're not even invited to the wedding.
I fault everyone right now. Everybody's a red flag.
Every single one of you.
The bride's a red flag, homegirl who was the ex-maid of honor's red flag, and all these women who thought it was cool to go to this bachelorette party and they weren't coming to the wedding. Red flags all around.
This is why courthouse exists. Go to the courthouse and get married, and don't put everyone through this.
You're a giant pain in the ass.
I said yes. Again, probably not the best move, but the guilt of not being at her wedding was really eating at me. And the next day was hit with an update on the nearly $1,100 hotel/festivities pricing per bachelorette guest.
Told you. Everybody has. I'm trying to tell you to split the cost. The hotels are expensive. They want to stay somewhere fancy in Vegas.
This place is so fancy.
And they want to go to all the fancy clubs and all the must-see, be-seen restaurants. And then here you are splitting this tab.
Even if I was a maid of honor, I don't like anybody $1,100 worth. No. So I told her this is very out of my budget right now, and she lashed out at me for abandoning her on her wedding and now trying to back out of the alternative option, questioning if I even wanted to be her friend anymore at all.
The answer is no.
I wouldn't. I don't. I don't want to be friends with any of these people.
None of them are friends anyway. That's the real story.
I'm genuinely at a loss for words and just want to get through the next few months with as little financial and emotional damage as possible. She said, quote, "No one understands financial stress more than me right now with this wedding. For the life of me, I don't understand putting yourself through so much stress heading into a marriage. Marriage is stressful enough. So I'm reflecting and genuinely wondering if I am being unreasonable in not wanting to throw massive amounts of money and time into this." I think there's plenty of unreasonableness to go around in this.
For the most part, in the comments, people sort of supported this ex-maid of honor. One person says, "Pull out of her wedding altogether. Friends don't rip their friends off. Do not pay anything. You are giving her enough time to reorganize her plans. Seriously rethink whether this is a real friend worth keeping in your life." Now, I don't know if you're giving enough time. That part I disagree with, because, a couple months away and you're the maid of honor, that's off. But when the friend is like, "I'll just put somebody else in your spot," then that shows me you didn't think I was really a maid of honor to begin with.
And especially when you weren't that close anymore.
Someone else says, "Get out now. This is too much. You don't owe her this money." Reasonable people plan with others to accommodate budgets. You're being used as her budget. No one deserves your time and money for their wedding. It's a courtesy and kindness for loved ones as well as a gift. That part is true. You cannot bet on my bank and my budget to accommodate all your things you need to make your wedding work. I didn't say I was planning this wedding or paying for it.
Just going to a wedding, especially a destination wedding, is a big financial commitment. So
flights, hotels.
Yep.
And at that point, don't even tune your lips to ask me if I'm buying a gift. The answer is hell no. I am the gift. And finally, someone says, "I am more confused about why she would invite people to her bachelorette party, but not the wedding."
Doesn't make sense.
Typically, it's the closest friends on the bachelorette and a much larger group, including the close friends from the bachelorette at the wedding. Very true. The bachelorette party is your closest. They're the secret keepers. They've been through everything with you, and you want all of them to meet each other if they haven't before, and build this bond. The wedding has,
and create more things that you need to keep secret about, by the way.
Maybe, but the wedding has all those other folks, the extended cousins and stuff. I agree. Like, why do you have all these people on your bachelorette party who are not even invited to the wedding?
It's weird to me to have all these tiers of like, you're invited to the bachelorette, but not the wedding. You're invited to the wedding, but not the reception. It's just all ridiculous.
Too much work.
Yes. Yes.